Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. So if you can track failure, you can also track success. You have greatness in you. I don't know you, but here's what I know based upon my own experience. You have greatness in you, that you have the ability to do more than you could ever begin to imagine. You have greatness in you. There's a presence in each and every one of us that waits and listens to the voice of the genuine in yourself. It will be perhaps the only God you will ever have or hear. And if you cannot hear it, all of your life will be spent on the ends of strings that somebody else pulls. When you recognize your greatness, no one will ever pull your strings. You are different. You were created on purpose with a purpose to manifest that purpose through you. You will never exercise authority and dominion over your life until you exercise authority and dominion over what you are not. Most people go through life living the lie that has been told about them. There's something in you that's greater than your circumstances. There's something in you that's greater than the adversities that you're facing. In life, you're either in a problem, just left one, or headed toward one. You have greatness in you.
If you wake up with the mindset that says, I am blessed to be alive, I am grateful for another chance to get it right, then you are building your day on solid rock. And when your foundation is strong, when your first thoughts are rooted in gratitude, it doesn't matter what comes your way. It doesn't matter who tries to stop you, because you are already winning. Some of you don't even realize how much power is in that first thought. That first moment when your eyes open, when your feet touch the ground, that's where your momentum starts. You ever notice that the people who complain in the morning keep complaining all day? The people who wake up stressed stay stressed. That's because energy follows focus. If you focus on negativity, you're going to attract more negativity. If you focus on problems, you're going to find more problems. But if you wake up and immediately say, thank you for another day, thank you for my health, thank you for my family, thank you for the opportunities in front of me, now you've activated something powerful. You've set the tone. You see, life doesn't owe you anything. That breath in your lungs right now, that's a gift. That heartbeat, that's a gift. And the moment you stop taking those things for granted is the moment you start winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for an engaging lightning show. Let's welcome our hosts, the brilliant Larry Moten, aka Extraordinaire, and the fantastic, amazing Keith Fletcher. They crafted the incredible world premiere Word on the Street. Grab your favorite listening spot and tune in. Don't forget to invite your friends by sending them a quick text or shout out on your favorite social media platform. We believe it's a show you won't want to miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, Extraordinaire and the amazing Keith Fletcher.
Good evening, everybody. This is the world premiere Word on the Streets, and friends, family, loved one, everyone. We're so excited to be back on to be with you all. And I cannot express it enough how excited I am to be with the one and only, the amazing Mr. Keith Fletcher. My brother, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Word on the streets. What's up, our people, our family, our friends?
That's for you, Mr. Fletcher. That's for
I,
you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I feel welcome in here. Back at home, man. Back at home. What's going on, Extraordinary? What's going on?
Man, I'm excited, man. I think this one day a week is gonna work for us, brother, because I am so pumped up like never before, and I'm excited to see your face in this place, and I'm just excited to be here, man. What's up, bro?
Man, I'm excited about, man, what I missed, man, the videos you put at the beginning, man. Right on time, man. Right, the temperature was going around in the world right now, man. And that was some good stuff, man. So I enjoyed that right there. Enjoyed hearing that. You know, my boy Eric Thomas, you got
Yeah,
him putting him there, give him a little sprinkle of him in there.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
nah,
man.
I enjoyed it. But man, with me, man, like I said, trying to do my stuff slowly during the week. You know what I'm saying, on Facebook. You know, talking and just trying to be a part of something to help people, man. You know, trying to persuade people to look at things differently, man. Try to find a why, find a problem, find ways to fix the solution. You know what I'm saying? Be a solution. And so that's what I'm trying to be a part of. And while I'm trying to be that, I'm trying to learn myself, trying to grow. Because I don't know everything, man, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to put my arms out and grow, man, and stretch it out to the next person and learn from them. And it's all about growing, man, and I'm enjoying it, man. That's the journey, man. Enjoying reading and learning things, man. So that's what it's about with me, Jordan.
Yeah, me too, Fletcher. I'm excited to be alive. I'm excited to be here. And the purpose of selecting the opening topics, just to give you all a little insight, those openers are from conversations that Fletcher and I have had behind closed doors. See, we are constantly in communication, and he tells me about where he's been, conversation he has encounter with others, and I tell him about situations where I've been and the encounter I have experienced with others. And out of that, we try to stitch something that would resonate. Because now here's the thing, friend, if it resonate with us, we believe it would resonate with you because we're all in it together. And the purpose of our platform, World Premiere Word on the Streets, we emphasize that word on the streets because we want to meet you where you are. We want to meet you out there in the streets because out there in the streets is totally different than what we see on the network. The network is the polished version of what it wants you to reflect, but the real version is out there on the streets. So we come with a world premiere, and we hope that in return that you will let your guards down and at the very least listen. If you don't receive it, just listen to where we're coming from. We're coming from a place of experience. We're coming from a place of growth. We're in the process of growing. And this process, as we notice, as we go through the channels of going through the process, we've learned to appreciate the progress instead of focusing on what the outcome going to be. And as we go and as we are going through the process, you know who we thought about? We thought about you.
Mm.
And we thought about you because we know what you're watching because we go there too and we find everybody there. Everybody is there. But being there may not get you to where you really want to be. And we don't want you to give up on where you really want to be because, friends, there's greatness in you. And it's possible for you to reach that greatness. And that's why we create a theme opener like that, because we're thinking about you. Go ahead on, my brother.
Yeah, I was hearing that greatness in you. When you're going through your problems, you don't think you can be great. You don't feel like it's in the greatness
Yeah,
in you, man.
yeah.
Yeah, you that heat is on you when you going through something, man. You ain't feeling great at all. You ain't feeling nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when you saying that great in you, but that's when you come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And we don't, Martin Luther King, when he was probably starting off, he didn't think it was great. He was just passionate about doing something. He wasn't about I'm being great. He just saw something. I want to fix it. I want to solve a problem. So he went about Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? He believed in something. He didn't feel like we was gonna be great, like we be speaking. Just saw something. He wanted something to fight for, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? He seen what it took for him to get where he was at. That's what I like about Malcolm X. He was in drugs. He was on drugs. He was in prison. He overcame all that and became great. You know what I'm saying? In his way. So greatness in all of us, but we got to tap into that. And that's what about me, man. I went through the journey is tapping into that, man, and pulling myself and solving those problems and overcoming things, man. And no matter what nobody say, like you said, don't matter what other people think or what others say, because they don't know you. But what you went through to be great, man, that's what it is. And it don't seem like it's great. It just seems like you surviving and you surviving another day, made it through another issue, made it through, just finished one and got to go through another one, man. But over time, that what you went through and it turned you and it built you and melt you into something that was great. That's what about having that greatness into you. Overcame all those things, man. And that's what I'm about, man. It's telling you that you can overcome whatever's front you, man. You can overcome that. It's inside you to overcome. It's already made inside of you.
And Fletcher, I purposely use the word process because it is a process, friends.
Yeah.
And the process, it may be long. It really, you see, the process is different for different people, and it's different for different situations, and it's different for what is it that you want, what is it you're striving for. For you, I don't know, your process may be totally different from mine, from Fletcher. But one thing for certain, it is a process that you must go through before you transform and get to wherever it is you want to go. And you see, Fletcher and I were talking, and we believe this wholeheartedly, sincerely, that it's necessary for you to hear, as cliche as it may sound, but it's necessary for you to hear that you can change, that you do not have to succumb to who you are. You don't have to be stuck by any policy that any administration plays out there. And I'm going there because let's face it, not everything this administration is doing is something applaudable that you want to applaud about. But that we can't allow what's coming out of any administration to be a reason to stop you from going through the process. Now, what the process? What's the process? What is it you want? See, the process depends on your wants and your why. You want something, why you want it? Because you got to get your vision clear. Know what you want and know why you want it. When you know what and why, it almost doesn't matter what's coming out of the White House. May slow you down, but it won't stop you. May delay you. And for all my believers out there, we all have learned that delay doesn't mean Denial. We get denial when we give up. We get denied, Fletcher, when we stop. We get denied when we just stop and accept whatever circumstances we're in, and we accept what something outside of us dictate and tell us that's who you are, that's how far you can go. So you sign your certificate that you will accept what someone else says about you. We're here today to tell you you don't know, you don't have to. We know you don't have to. There's so much more inside of you that you can become and that you can do. And and there's so much opportunities, but you got to first start inwardly within yourself. There's things inside of each of us that we need to fix that have nothing to do with someone outside of you. There's some things inside of me. To be frankly honest, there are a lot of things inside of me that I'm working on. Some of it I'm getting better at. Some of it I still need to work on. Fletcher, come on back in here, man. I just expressing because I want people to know that they can move forward. Opportunities are still available. There's enough room, there's enough opportunity for you to not be stuck watching bad news all day. Going on, man.
No, you good, man. I got 5 kids. I got 3 boys, two daughters. My kids that I took care of. My sister-in-law was my daughter. My stepdaughter, another daughter. My niece, I adopted her. My niece and nephew. So they all listen to me. So I tell a story. 2 individuals wrongly accused go to prison. Both of them is really was they didn't do anything. They was wrongly accused. They get 20 years. The one dude, they both mad, but the one dude go to prison. He go, he indulge himself in prison. He indulge himself with anger. He give it to people that say out because everybody in prison they're innocent. So he give it these people complaining and going against the system. But the other guy get in there, start going to school. 19-year-old, they finish. He get his degree, high school diploma, get a GED. He start reading books. They have things available for him to go to college. He started doing that, writing. And other guy, he getting in fights. He getting in these things. He getting in the gangs. He tattooing himself up. The other guy's moving up into that. He said, getting into church and changing and start putting in time. Get his college degree. Figured out what he want to be, become a lawyer. The other guy, there he in the right, become a lawyer, get his master's. He's doing 20 years, in that time he get out, then he do his case, and he get out. The other guy do 20 years, he get out. He's still mad at the world. He stays with his mama. The other guy moves on, have a family, become a lawyer, have a family. Decide to help other people that's innocent, that's done wrong in his community. Changing. The other guy going, find himself on drugs, laid out, back in prison, in the back, and still saying it ain't his fault. We all got choices. We all got things that we can say, well, I didn't do this, and this happened to me, and this happened to him. But you still have a choice. See, that's that greatness in you right there when you're about greatness. He found the greatness in him, said, I'm going to turn this around. I'm not going to let this tell me who I am and let them choose this is the life for me. He said, no, I can do better. And that guy that did. Same people, same situation, same place, same time. But he made a decision. One made this decision, the other made that decision. Flip of a coin. Here's the tail. Good and bad. It's always around us. You have a choice. Yes, it's easy to pick the bad and complain and lay in that bed. And you're going to have a lot of people. But the road he traveled is very few. the road that old boy took, oh, he had a whole bunch of people telling him, yeah, this is that. That's awful. What kind of this? Pity. But the one that he had to travel by yourself, going to lawyer, it was very few. But he made it. He came and helped his community and became a different person. Like I say, become, you had to become somebody. Then he did something about it. To have. Most High said, be fruitful, do multiply, and have dominion. And then the abundance will come. That's the choice you have right there, man. You can lay there and complain about this person, that person, what so-and-so doing. When you look at that mirror, what can you do? What is the solution? That's all I ask you, man. What is the solution for your life, for your family, for your community? How can you make a difference? Because they got people, the kids have been killed in drunk drivers, and what they do, they go start a fund and become alcoholic anonymous. Mothers get mad. Mothers get this drunk drivers. Came out of something that was bad, which turned into something that's good. That's how powerful this is. Choices. The Most High send people to you all the time and say, hey, you choose not to hear it. Opportunities all around us, but are you aware of the opportunities? Are you aware of these things? Could that be the problem? You in this situation, you in the funk, that you mad, but you already there. Have you sit down and spend time and say, what really? Have you sit down? I'm not go ahead, Sean.
Go ahead on, man. Go ahead on. I want to hear this.
Well, I can go all day long like here. I see, and I live this life. I got these scars. And I done laid in that bed and laid there and blamed somebody else and looked at somebody mad. I know that route. I know that journey. That road is a hard road. That road is hard and dark and it's long. But when I made a choice not to take that road to go another road, man, things changed right up. Things started happening for me. I was aware. I was aware that when opportunities came, I was aware. I was willing. I wasn't mad. I ain't had no trust issues. I ain't had no. And then the person that came looked just like that person. Like I said, the person that's coming be looking just like that person that put them dudes in jail. That's the person that come. It'd be crazy. The one that made you mad and put you there, and it come right back in your face. Then how do you handle that? True story. I tell stories. I used to work out in the gym, and I was working in the gym. I had my towel on the bench. And the guy, I was talking to a guy, went over to talk to a guy real quick. The guy took my towel and threw it on the floor. Big old dude. I'm talking about big dude. I ain't no small. So I go up to him. I said, man, pick my towel up, man. What the hell wrong with you? Dude looked at me like, what? My partner like, Keith. I said, man, be quiet. I said, man, you better pick my damn towel up right now. You done lost your damn mind, dude. The dude say, he looked at me, man, you wouldn't know. And I said, I ain't got to explain nothing to you. So he picked it up. And he walked off. So a few days ago, I come back to the gym. A guy, one of my friends had to see me. He said, man, did you get into it with this dude, big old dude? I said, yeah. I said, man, what that mean? I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? And the guy say, man, you crazy. Man, that dude could have crushed you with one hand. I said, man, all these weapons in this gym, man, he ain't about to do that to me. You lost your mind. So about 2 days later, I go in the gym. The dude is sitting in a chair. And it's like a chair. He grabbed like the 120-pound dumbbells. He started pressing them. And I'm looking like, what the hell was I thinking? But anyway, that ain't the story. Years later, me and him became friends. I go to the gym. We had another gym, and he come talking to me. And he started telling me some stuff that he was going through. And I started telling him some stuff about what he can do and how we can, but the relationship is great. Like I said, we see each other, we talk, we work together. But I'm saying, your enemy can become your friend, you know what I'm saying? If you choose to. We both choose to say, hey, put them down and be something different. And we both, when we did that, we can help each other now. But when we're angry, we can't help nobody. When we're mad, you can't help nobody. You can't help yourself. You're not looking for no solution. You just want to be right. And a lot of people want to be right, and they're not looking for a solution. I'm solution-based. So people say seeking you find. To seek something, you got to question it. Why is it like that? I'm not here to argue. I'm like, what's the solution? How can we make it better? Yeah, you say it was wrong, but why is it wrong? How can we make it better? What can we do? What can I do? What can I become to be able to do something about it, to be able to have something over it? but you're gonna have to become that. Transformation is the evidence of education. And we don't want education. See, we just going off by what somebody said. Well, so and so said this. What? Yeah. Where you get that from? So and so told me. Where he get it from? And by the time it got to you, he done said that them so and so done said it wrong, and then by it get to you saying it wrong. So where you get your information from? Where the story at? So I'm just saying, man, we start reaching deep inside ourselves, man, and start really looking at yourself, look in the mirror. And I know it's hard, so now because I had to look in the mirror.
That's right.
I had to look in that mirror, and when I looked in that mirror, I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like who I was. And they were looking in that mirror. Now, when I realized how ugly, now I don't have the tools to fix it.
And listen, Fletcher, right where you are,
Right there.
right there where you were, and I too the same way. That's why I was inspired. This is the gospel, brother. This is why I was inspired to come up with healing the inner child
That's
because
it.
I had so much going on inside me. I had all these questions and I still have them. And like you said, you're solution based. What we want is, I believe, what you want, friends. You
Mhm.
want to be healed. You want some answers. You want some direction. And that's why, friends, if y'all need a good resource, I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just telling you, I'll put the link in the description, but you order Healing the Inner Child, and I think you will find some answers and solutions. Some of the chapters in there will resonate with you, especially Family Secrets. That's a
Mm.
big chapter. But go ahead on, brother.
No. What you saying about let's get on that inner child thing. I'm saying, like you said, it's paperback. You can download that and get help, and that's what people
It's
don't want.
an
We don't,
ebook.
yeah, that's when you start, like you say, peeling that egg and peeling that orange, peeling that onion. When you
Yes,
start peeling that, and them tears start. See, that's the part right there. That's the work.
that
And I
is.
gotta, I gotta go do this work. And this work ain't easy. Cause see, when I gotta go do some work, I gotta touch something that's hot, that's been hot, and it's gonna burn.
That's right.
And
Let
so
me
that,
ask you a question.
yeah.
When you find out you focusing on you, how much time do you have to give away to the network TV?
Let me say it like this: when I'm focused on me and I'm getting me right, I, I don't have no time for nobody because man, that's the journey right there. For trying to figure out my dilemmas. I don't have time. I barely have time for my family, my wife. Because like I said, when I went through the journey, I couldn't. I had to go into the lab. Like I said, I still had to be a father. I still had to be the husband. So
That's
now
right. See,
I still
this is where now look. Don't go to stay right there
I
because
went.
this is important. This is where this ugly word that we all hate to hear so much. This is where discipline come in, friends. See, this is all part of the process. Okay, number one, you realize there's some things inside of me need fixing. So what's number one? Healing. Now you realize I need to heal some things in myself. How am I do that? I gotta forgive myself. I gotta heal myself. Now I'm still in this. I'm still a married man. I'm still a single man. I still have a job. I still have relationships. I still have things going on. So now you have to discipline your time. You still can do all these, have this variety lifestyle that you had before. But now, since you're healing, now you're in a process of healing. Now you got to be disciplined. Go ahead on, brother.
Nah,
Discipline with
like I
your
say,
time.
but you got it. But I tell everybody, I used to train, people, and I tell everybody, you deserve an hour or two to yourself. I just think the world is so busy, so wrapped up, we don't get time to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And healing. So, but again, like I said, you still got to be a father. You still got to go to work. You still got to. So with me, like I said, I get up at 3:30. That's my time. My kids ain't no washing no dishes, ain't no coming down, ain't no this. This is my time. You know what I'm saying? That is quiet. And I have with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm spiritual with the most high. I'm not telling you you gotta find your own way, but for me, that would work for me being that time alone. And I had to deal with those problems that I didn't understand, them things that was missing that I had to pick. And let me get this right. The Most High, I always give honor to the Most High. Because like I said, my wife I got, you know what I'm saying, he sent me the right wife because like I said, I remember I told him, I said, I don't I don't know what kind of woman I want. The woman I want is a different type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I want this woman is imagine that woman I had, and that ain't what I need. You know what I'm saying? The woman I'm thinking that
I
I
know.
want. You know, as men, we want something all night fine, and that woman don't exist, and then you want her to be loyal and all this. No, you can't have it all like that. So I actually sent, and he sent the right one for me. You know what I'm saying? Not for nobody else, for me, and had mercy to understand me, because I wasn't healed. I wasn't healed when I met my wife, my second wife, and what I was trying to heal, trying to get to that point, man. And she helped heal me. You know what I'm saying? She helped, and I had to receive on that. So I had good people came in my life, counseling, good people that was around me that helped me through being healing. But I had to first off realize I needed that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. I remember I had this job. I was working at the gym. I was making like $8 an hour, 8.25 or whatever. And I was mad, man. I'm hot. I go to work wrinkled. I wouldn't, man, go, like I'm not happy where I'm at. I just had a good job before, and I went to the gym, and I'm serious. Like I went to the mirror. Y'all might think I'm crazy in the mirror, like, and I'm looking at myself like, who you mad at? I said, man, what do you mean who you mad at? Man, do you see what I'm in? I got kids, I got a house, he say, what do that mean? Who got you here? Who put you in this situation? You know what I'm saying? And I had to look at myself and I started thinking, and I'm like, I did. Then he said, listen to me. I understand when you went through all the stuff you went through. He said, but I can talk somebody can walk in that store in your company and I can have them change your life. But who want to change your life with that attitude? Who gonna change your life with how you come to work all wrinkled and looking like that? Who want to angry? You got an attitude on you. Who gonna help you? Who want to see that? Who want to talk to you? So when I realized, connection, relationship, all this stuff matter. I said, well, okay. He say, you need to get yourself together. Start telling me. Then after I was done, I said, well, what should I do? He said, clean the damn bathroom up like you never cleaned it before. Man, I was in there wiping toilets and cleaning it. And I'm doing anything. I start coming to work. I start ironing my clothes, coming to work, and I come to work with a whole different attitude. I came to work then I started sitting there thinking what I want. And I remember the first person I met, man, and I tell this story, Randy White with the Dallas Cowboys. Randy White came in, man, I'm telling you, and I know he came in, I was sitting at the front desk, and he said, hey, I need you to hold something. I said, all right, I'm thinking some people give you your keys, their wallet, you know what I'm saying, the whole stuff, put it up, say. He gave me a wad of money. I'm talking about a lot of money, man. I'm talking the wad was like this. I just put it in my pocket, and I'm sitting up like, so I said, hey, wait, what? So I go to my manager and I say, hey, man, Randy gave me this money, man. You need to put this in the safe. I don't know. I do not feel safe holding this man money because if something come, he ain't about to blame me for this and that. And the man said, well, he gave it to you. You need to keep it. So I hold the money. I'm nervous. I got my hand in my pocket. I'm making sure he come out. Hey, brother, I give his money. I'm like, man. He said, well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. But I give it back to him. He come in another time, do the same thing. He got the keys to give me a lot of money. So now this time I said, I'm going to count this money. I'm going to the bathroom. I got it. I'm going to count his all hundreds, and I'm counting. That's 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. It's about $20,000. He walk. I said, this fool is walking around with $20,000 and he done put it in my hand and he's sitting here trusting me. Everybody in the gym, the manager, he gives it to me. Why? That was that conversation in hand. I could send anybody in here. And I laugh about that now. And my friend was a big time Cowboy fan. And I laugh about how you tell me. I say, hey, man, me and Randy White, we real good friends, man. I'm blowing it up to my friend. He's like, man, whatever. I said, when you're in town, man, bring your jersey. I'm going to get Randy to sign it for you, man. A good friend, But I'm just saying that story. It happened for real. And he did sign it for me. He came in. And I was telling my wife and my kids, I said, again, me and Randy White, cool. He telling me stories about the old Cowboy. Randy talk. Everybody want to listen to him. So I'm in about to buy a gun, and I was talking to Randy about buying a gun, and Randy say, "Yeah, Keith, I got plenty of guns. I can sell you guns. Now, look, I'm black. We don't buy guns from each other. You know what I'm saying? He like, I said, no, man, I don't buy no gun. What you mean? He like, man, I can sell you my gun. I said, nah, man. I'm like, man, you trying to sell me a gun? I don't know who you done shot somebody. I'm trying to put something on me. I'm like, I'm not buying no gun from you, Randy. No, I don't make no. But anyway, I'm in academy about to buy a gun with my wife and my kids, and somebody come behind me, grab me, pick me up. What's up, brother? And it was Randy, and I told my kids, I introduced my wife and my kids to him, and I said, I told y'all I knew Randy White, but to go back to that bathroom, I can see nothing about it that change your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. We been our way all the time worrying about something when all you gotta do is clean yourself up. All you gotta do is clean your clothes up, get yourself, fix your attitude. It'll be something simple as that, man, that we
Right.
can do, and it can change your life, bro.
That's an excellent point because sometimes people come into our life and they come into your life to bring you a lesson. But what happened when we get a lesson? We complain, and that
Mm,
lesson, oftentimes, if we stop complaining, it be a blessing in disguise.
mm, mm,
But we miss it because we're so busy grumbling and complaining. Why me? Why this happened to me? Why I got to do this? Work it out. You see, because I know it really. I know, and I was telling this to Fletcher not long ago. Man, I don't know, but people probably think it can't be that simple. It is saying it is that simple, but see, the reason why people walk away from things because we're used to saying stuff. We're not used to doing stuff. See,
mm. Hey,
Fletcher,
well, say, hold on. Go back to say it again,
yeah,
extraordinary.
yeah,
What is
we
that?
are, man. We used to saying stuff. We say a lot of stuff, and because we say it, it becomes simple. So when you hear it, you don't really take it to heart because you could say it, but you see, the work isn't in saying it. The work is doing it,
Mm,
working on you. Fletcher, and I tell you firsthand, that's hard work.
mm,
Changing is hard work. Being something better than what you were, it is so easy to stay what you were, who you were.
mm,
It is so easy. But making these conscious changes in your life, that's hard. And I would do battle with myself. And see, we feed off each other to let y'all know. That's why we tell you so often, you need to get someone that you can open up to and talk to so that when you're beating yourself up or you feeling like you're not making sense, and sometimes you got to talk it out loud to somebody
yeah.
because your head play tricks on you.
Got to
Like,
get it out your head. You
yeah,
got to get
you're
it out
not
your
making
head.
sense even to yourself.
Mm,
And so sometimes you need to hear somebody else say, no, you're making sense to me.
mm,
Greatness is inside of us, but we walk away from it. And Fletcher, I'm going to go to that well again. We walk away because we don't want to work the process. And that
mm,
process is going to require you to be disciplined.
mm,
We don't want to be disciplined. We want
mm,
to do what we want to do. Y'all be real. You want to do what you want to do, be who you want to be, and when it doesn't work out the way you want it to work out, then you want to come. We do that all over. We just keep playing the same playbook over and over and over again.
mm.
Break the code. You could break the code. You got to just commit, become disciplined, catch yourself, work on work on what you can work on, but work on that. And don't fool yourself because you know it, you can say it. Don't trick yourself to think that you're doing it. Go ahead on, brother.
Nah, man, you right, man. Doing the work. I had like you said, a lot of people just stay still. Like I tell people when I'm talking on Facebook and about how important home ownership is, and I tell my story about how I got a house and I fell into a house. You know what I'm saying? And when everything was said and done, when my wife got the keys, and we stood at the door like we couldn't believe it couldn't have been as easy. It couldn't have, the process could not been as easy. You know what I'm saying? That we had it. And I remember we went to the it's so many stories came out there, but we went to the place and they tell you to bring money, check, down payment, all that. We bringing our money, we've been saving it. We get to the table I give them the check, getting the paper, signing all these papers, and they give us the check back. Then they give us some more money, and we sitting up there like, why are you giving us this check? You know what I'm saying? We supposed to give this, and they had these free grants in Texas that we didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? And it was just so many things that happened, man, in that stir. But it was the problem was the not doing. If I would have never did, matter of fact, I used to wake up I used to come from the club, and I used to go. My wife would be asleep. I would come from the club. We were dating. And I was looking at TV, and it had this guy, his name is Bob DeVell, and he used to say the little thing, bless your heart, you deserve a home, bless you. And I used to hear him, you know, them like commercials, you know, you be like, oh, this is a scam. And I would ask my wife, did you see that guy, ever see this guy? And she's like, no. I go there, see it again. I'll be trying to wake up. By the time I wake up, she be asleep. She wake up, you know, it's 3 a.m, you know, no. So one morning she say, I'm waking up, and she say, why don't you get the number and go over and talk to the people? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, right then, that ain't gonna happen for me. She said, Keith, get the number and call them and just go see what they're talking about. So in my mind, I just wanted to meet the dude because he was sharp. He had gold watches, and I wanted to meet him. I really wanted to go because I didn't think I could have the house, you know what I'm saying? And I go there to the place, and sure enough, he walk up, man, he clean too. He got his suit on. I'm shaking his hand. Oh man, you clean. He said, I laugh, tell him about the commercials, you know. And we laughing, and he said, well, Mr. Fletcher, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna get you taken care of. And I go and I sit down with one of the realtors, and she was telling me, we gave her information to them. They pulled information. At the time, I'm making $12 an hour. My wife making about 13. I'm around that time. We wasn't making that much. Credit, but you know, ain't all the way right. I'm saying, my man, if you looked on paper, no way we supposed to have a home. You know what I'm saying? That's what you think. Like say, you know what you know. So the lady said, all right, Mr. Fletcher, congratulations. You can get up $350,000 for a house. You get a house. I said, what did you say? She said, 350,000. Man, I lost it. I'm like, I knew this. Y'all trying to run a scam with me. Ain't no damn way I can afford a $350,000 house. Man, you crazy. Like, baby, let's get up. Let's go right now, Sharon. And the lady, you know how loud I am, Mark.
Right.
Lady said, Mr. Fletcher, calm down my ass. I'm like, $350,000? Are you crazy, lady? And the lady say, Mr. Fletcher, I said up to. You don't have to get 300. Do you see my mind? You don't feel like,
Right.
and I'm sitting out there when I did it, and I'm sitting up, and the lady say, Mr. Fletcher, you know, you can afford this, you pay rent, whatever. And we go through the process, we get our credit fixed, but it just that beginning to the end, and right now, you know, I'm here. If I would have never do, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But in that process, I started becoming, you know, because made that move, it started making me become something else. The process, the growth, when I started becoming, started learning about certain things. You know,
That's
now,
right.
my brother, he got a house. I'm calling him. My friend Era, he got a house. I'm calling him. The process, and I'm going
But
through
the
it.
process got you in that house.
Process, the steps. But see, a whole bunch, I had to listen to people. I had to humble myself. I had to receive, you know what I'm saying? But my fear, don't get me wrong, we still, how we
That's
going to
right.
put, what if we lose the house? What people going, all this stuff, the process. And
Those
I'm,
thoughts don't leave you because you're going
don't
into
believe
the
me.
prayer. They probably got louder.
Hey, and things still happening while
And
you're going through
things
that
still
process.
happen.
But good things. And I remember me and my wife, when we got in the house and we looking around the house, you know, the biggest thing with me, because we lived in an apartment and we had cabinets. I said, baby, look at the size of those cabinets. Oh, what we gonna do with all those cabinets? You know what I'm saying? The apartments we had, you know, them little small cabinets, you know. And one day my wife said, Keith, you know, we looking at our mortgage. How do people lose their houses when they have all this in the mortgage? You know, we was like, both of us like, I don't know. Like, and we both stood right there and said, we ain't never going back to no apartments. We ain't never. We said it right there now. We ain't never going back to that. And we made a decision. You know what I'm saying? We made a statement. We ain't never going back to that. You know what I'm saying? And it was mainly about them cabinets. We were like, man, you see them little cabinets in the look at the apartment, you be like, and we saw how big we had the big tall cabinets, and it wasn't a house, it was just something simple as that. We ain't never going back to that. We made a decision, you know what I'm saying? But the journey and all this growing to that part. But if you don't never get to the do, like you said, you gotta do something. You got to go fix your credit. You got to go live under your means. You got to be disciplined. You got to get up early. You got to go work 2 jobs. You got to you got to do these things to make it better. You got to go to get a certification. You got to go back to school. You got to apply for that manager position. You got to start ironing your clothes, dressing up, getting your hair cut. You got to start being different, dressing different to become. You got to start doing these things to be better, to do better, to have better.
Quote for today. Every day is a fresh start. No matter how yesterday went, today is a new opportunity to grow, to love, and to shine brighter than before. Our news story for today. Scientists develop breakthrough solar panel that works at night. On this day, let's celebrate a groundbreaking advancement in renewable energy. Scientists have developed solar panels that can generate electricity even at night by capturing infrared radiation and temperature differences. This innovation could revolutionize sustainable energy and bring power to remote areas worldwide. Welcome to World Premiere Word on the Streets. Remember to subscribe and click like. Thank you.
There's one thing that we cannot escape. The inevitable is coming for all of us. Death is something that we cannot escape. Life is no joke, ladies and gentlemen, but it is such an amazing gift. What we do with it depends on how we live it. Think about what you're doing with your life. I get it. People are hurting. People are miserable from time to time. People are angry from time to time. I understand it. You know why? Because you're a human being. And being human is hard. Being human is tough. But guess what? Nobody can do you better than you, ladies and gentlemen. Find a way to understand that your life does matter.
Success. Failure. Life. Death. Success doesn't always go to the fastest or strongest. It belongs to those who keep going, who endure through challenges and hold on until the very end.
And friends, this is what we're all about. The world premiere, word on the street. This is why Fletcher and I are so passionate about what we're talking about. Because we want to be better, how you say it, Fletcher? Do better, be better, live better,
Be better, be better, have better. Most High said it in the garden, be fruitful, do multiply, have dominion. That's it. Be, do, have.
Be, do, have. But we can't be, we can't do, we can't have if we're not willing to make some changes, to look in that mirror, in other words, look inside yourself, heal the areas that you need healing from. In other words, areas that you know, man, I gotta fix this. Because certain things trigger me. And when people say certain things or when people do certain things to me, I can easily get out of control. Now you know this about yourself. We all got some things that trigger us. If you know there's a hand grenade and you know where it is, do you just step on it knowing it's gonna blow you up? You cope, you find mechanism to cope, to go around, but in our case, we're asking you to do something greater because we know we discovered that we could be more, we can do more, we can have more. And then nothing that we can have, be, and do that you too can't have, be, and do. Friends, when I first started out trying to create journals, I found myself trying to create them like everybody else. And when you're trying to do what everybody else does, guess what? You don't feel it. You're not passionate about it. It's not even you. So you only can do you only can be artificial to yourself for so long. And then it becomes a burden instead of fun. It just becomes work. So now you got two jobs. I don't have that type of feeling anymore. I enjoy doing what I enjoy doing because in that part of my life, I've healed. See, I have learned to accept what way inspire me, what way do I feel comfortable in expressing myself. And I found out, and I'm sharing this with you all because somebody may be just like me. If I have a journal, I'm not looking for a book to read. I just need some pages to write down my thoughts, Fletcher. I just need pages to write what I'm feeling in that moment. I just need pages to express myself. But I was trying to create journals because, man, if you go in a bookstore, you go in any store, you see these journals. I'm not knocking them. Some people need that. They need to know what's your plan for 5 years from now. 10. All that is great. That just doesn't work for me. So I created journals for me and for people who are like me because we are all connected, friends. And I just make journals. This is my gratitude journal right here, friends. Let me show you the inside. What I do, I have learned I need something the size of a sheet of paper. I learned that a 6x9 doesn't work for me. So why I'm gonna create some 6x9? No. So now I create a nice big one. And so that when you write, you get to write on pages like this. You have lines and you have no lines. Because sometimes you want to write in lines and sometimes you just feel a certain kind of way. I just need to express myself. So that's why I do it that way. And that works for me. And apparently it works for others too, because I, I've gotten, thanks to the folks out there who appreciate that type of journal. Thank you all for ordering it and letting me know how you feel. But my point is saying all that to say this: it was a process. If I had never taken the time to heal that inside of me, I probably would not have noticed that about me. You see, you can't fix yourself outside of you. You have to fix that on the inside of you. And that requires some time. It's not as easily say it's easy to say, it's more challenging to do. And that's why I was hanging on every word when Fletcher was talking about the process he went through and not really knowing in the beginning, not having a home, always living in an apartment. And here's somebody else he watching saying you can have a house. But if you don't stop and step outside of yourself, outside of your comfort zone, You may not enter that opportunity to work some process, but it's there. Opportunities are there. We can't see them. We would never experience them if we don't stop. You got to stop and examine, look on the inside of you, forgive you, and start working on you. And that will require you to be disciplined as you work on yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Stop focusing. When you start seeing all the mess up you made, don't beat yourself up. That was you then. See, if you beat yourself up, it'll just bring you down, and you may not move forward. You made some mistake then. You made the mistake based on what you knew then. Now you're making better decision based on what you know now. You see how that works? Go ahead on, man.
Nah, like I said, man, I like the journals too, man. 'Cause writing down stuff, man, journaling stuff, having your vision, and writing it down. You see, you make it plain and clear, and you need to write things down and keep it, man, so you can go back and look at it. But like Jordan has said, man, doing things. But I mean, my life, I used to work. I was in the army. Before that, I was in college and I was in high school. But I was known for fighting all the time, And when I got in the army, the people that know me that I was in the army know I'm different from the person that knew me. I used to work at Champs or Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying? Then I went from Champs Foot Locker to other job. But the person that was in the army, the person I was working at Champs, couldn't be the person I was when I started working for the home builder. Couldn't be the person. I had to become somebody different over all that time. That person, it took me a long time because I didn't realize a lot of y'all stuck in y'all place because you don't want to change. You don't want, like I say, you don't want to work the process. You don't want to do the steps. You already got the person, but it's something that need to be coached, to be cultured, that need to be going through the fire, but you don't want to. I remember I working at Champs. I was the manager there. We doing sales, and I did sell, and I had my way of doing it. I remember we had a meeting, and I won the top salesman. My manager, she giving me a little kudos, and she said, I really didn't think it was going to work for Keith. But Keith had his own way of doing things. See, what we're doing, you trying to compare yourself to somebody else, and comparison is a thief of joy. You got everything you need to be. You're not going to do it like that, like they do it. I worked at this first home, but I worked for, we had to bring the customers in. We had to do like a speech. We had to show the house off a certain way, have a certain way. And this guy need to show it to me. His name Chuck, and Chuck was good. Oh man, he was so smooth and talk. And I'm trying to get there and do what Chuck and stutter and this. And I could never get it. I could never do it the way Chuck did. Oh, Chuck was so smooth. And then Chuck pulled me to the side. He said, Keith, man, you can do this, but you're going to do it. You can't do it like me.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow this. You got procedure you got to do, but you got to throw a little way your little flavor now. And when I started doing it my way, everything went right. I can remember every step, but I couldn't do it Chuck way. You got a way of doing things that you think is wrong, no more, but you got to change. It's the process. You can't bring all that with you. We're not telling you that part that you got that nobody else got inside you. It's only one Pete. It's only one extraordinary. Only one here to do that. So you cannot do it the way. You got to do it another way. See, that's what I mean, that greatness. The greatness, all of us different. All of us have something inside us that's meant to do something great and it's different. But we trying to compare, look at somebody else, social media, look at this, because somebody else got this house, somebody got that,
and that's what we miss it. That's what we miss it, man. No, man, don't lean back, because I want you to lean. Because that is where we miss it. And the thing is, too, it's just like I love how Fletcher talk. He's such a plain spokesman, and I tell him that, and and he sometimes, because we both the same way. We listen to ourselves and we be going, but he don't understand. I, like many other people, he speak passionately, so plain, and I wish I had that. But then on the other hand, he tells me what I be thinking of him, he be thinking of me. He like how I speak, and I be saying, man, boy, if I could talk like you. But here's the deal, friends. What we're saying, you have to be you. You have to be you. Now, I'm not saying, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying be you and don't change. Be you and work on you being a better you. Go down, brother.
No, that's it. And so that's the thing about becoming.
You're
Like I
right.
said, I had to become. It took me time to become. But the reason that it took me a long time because I wanted to becoming something different. I mean, I can't stay around the same people. I can't keep doing the same thing. I got to start separating stuff. I cannot just not read no books. I got to start reading books. I got to start seeing different ways. I had a friend of mine say he used to take his kids to the big old houses in the neighborhood, and he used to drive around and say, "We're gonna be here. We're gonna have a house like this." He said he used to drive on the weekend. That's what you do. They used to drive. They was already visioning. We're gonna have this. I'm like, wow. Took himself out of that environment he was in and gave it a piece to go see. So that means you got to put yourself around that. You got to put yourself around people. Well, if you want to be something, you cannot stay in your hood or where you at saying you want to do this. You got to go out. You got to do something. That part right there. You got to do something. You just can't sit in that closet, right, reading your Bible, looking at the scriptures, saying and just sitting there waiting. You have to do something. It's already inside of you. He already moving things in your way. He already putting that, showing it. The person is coming, all the connection. But you, whatever, Stronell says so well, whatever you looking for is looking for you. It's ready to collide with you. But it can't if you stop, because when you stop, it stops. Yes, it's going to be some tragic things along the way. Yes, you're going to have some tests, some failures. And I don't even call them failure, mistakes. Well, I have so many mistakes. But that's the greatness. When you come through that, and somebody look, and people will come to you and say, "Man, I remember when you this, that," and you, yep. Boy, you remember that? Yep.
Yep. Yep.
You made it through that? Yep.
Yep.
Man, what you doing over? Yep. So that's it, man. That's the test. Go through it, man. But you gotta, hey, again, right now it's okay where you at, but you gotta become. And it's that simple, man. Like Shauna said, it's that simple that you gotta do something, man. You gotta become something. You gotta start doing something about it. You gotta become something, become a different person. And I promise you, and it take time. But if you start humbling yourself and start receiving it and get all the bad things, I say, looking in that mirror, see that trust and how I was always told, raised like this, you don't know where I come from. We don't trust nobody. People say these things, all that stuff that you got to fight through. I heard this in the Daniel fast, give me a moment, Jordan, there. I would listen to the guy talking about the Daniel fast. And when the Daniel fast started 21 days, he said the angel, I forgot the angel, when as soon as Daniel prayed, asked God for help, the angel was dispersed. But it took him 21 days to get to him. He had the demon or whatever you want to call it was so strong that he had to fight him. And he would fight him that he had to get Michael, the head angel, to come and help him. That's how strong he was to get to him. See, that's what I like to say. So when you asking for a praying, you got to dispatch that angel is dispatched out. Now you got to fight. Well, I was touched as a kid. I was this. My mother died. I was in a car wreck. They fired me over here. My husband cheated on me. He got to fight through all those things. All them doubts. All the way you think to get to you and say, all them things ain't true. Forgive yourself. I forgave you.
Mm-hmm.
Just to tell you that, get you right there.
Well,
Then he got to fight. Listen, once you get there, then he got to fight back through all that stuff.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you ain't got to do is just go and do it. You already got it, and the power's already in you to say, hey, I did those things. I'm done with them. I'm going. I'm taking them out. I'm digging a hole in my yard, digging a hole where I'm at, and I'm pouring it all up in there, and I'm leaving it there. And I'm starting from ground zero, and I'm going. I have no way but to go. It's up from here.
That's right.
And I'm going to find out if I need to get counseling. Like I say all the time, spiritual help, physical help, mental help, and financial help. And I'm going to add another one, relationship. Relationship is another one that's important, not the most, one important. We can't do nothing without each other. Spirit, I think John 5:30, I sent that out to our family thing. About Jesus said he can't even do it by himself. So I'm telling you, we need each other. Connection. Man and woman is not meant for man and woman to be alone. He said that by Adam and Eve. It's not meant. So we need each other to get us through. So all this fighting and hate each other and what this is, we need each other at the end of the day, man.
Well said, brother. Friends, did you all know that they are making AI smart glasses now where you can
Oh,
put them on your face and they can interpret another language for you? I mean, technology is really taking things to a whole nother level.
Breaking language barriers has never been this stylish. Meet the AI Translation Smart Sunglasses, your ultimate companion for global communication. With real-time AI-powered translation in 115 languages, you can speak and understand effortlessly, anywhere, anytime. Crystal clear, immersive open-ear audio lets you stream music, take hands-free calls, and access your voice assistant, all through Bluetooth 5.4 technology. Not just smart but stylish, featuring polarized UV 400 and blue light protection to keep your eyes safe in any environment. Powerful, sleek, and built for adventure, upgrade to the future of smart eyewear today. AI Translation Smart Sunglasses speak the world.
Friends, we want to thank you all for joining and being with us today. I've enjoyed this opportunity to talk with you about unleashing the greatness inside of you. And look, if this is your first time checking out World Premiere Word on the Streets, we hope that you will subscribe, click like, and share us with your family, your friends, and on your social media platform. It's been a really delight for me and Fletcher today to come on live and give you some words of encouragement, some words of hope, some words that would help you in your personal life. Because really and truly, when you get right down to it, isn't it what it's all about in the first place? So we want to thank you personally, friends, for tuning in today. And make sure you come and be with us every Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. What say you, my brother?
Hey man, I just want y'all to hit the like button. If you made it this far, hit the like button. Try to subscribe. Get the notification, man. Be a part of that, what we trying to do. I sent this out to my family and friends too. If you there, man, hit the like button, please. You know what I'm saying? I tell extraordinary when Abraham told him God told Abraham to leave his family and friends because them ain't gonna be the ones. You know what I'm saying? So we understand. But if you there, hit the like button, support us, man. That's all we need. Support so we can get our stuff out. Like it or not, just show some support. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Uh, but this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to do our part, our small part in this world and give something, man, back. Give something back, man. Like Jordan just said, we passionate about this. We passionate about helping someone. But if you just humble yourself, listen, man. I know we some spiritual people. That's why we talk about the spiritual help. I think sometimes we too much spiritual. I think the Most High gave us something inside us that, like Jordan said, the greatness in you that you have a part to do something too. We play a part in this that we have something to do too in it. And I think we push it out to the Most High too many times when he already said, I imagine he sit up there like, again, it's in you, man. It's in you. And stop fighting it. Go ahead and do it, man. Hey, go take care of that physical health. Get some exercise, man. Start walking. Start drinking water more, man. Start eating better. So, because you ain't got none of that spiritual, you ain't got that physical, man, nothing there. That money ain't going to come. That job ain't going to come. You need that, man, to be with your family. And also that mental health. Get some counseling, man. Get some substance. If you on substance abuse, get some counseling, man. I've been through counseling so many times. That's another thing helped me become something different. Helped me get rid of some of them things that I was going through, that I was fighting with, them ways I was to fight. The counseling helped me in many ways in my marriage, and even in my relationship with my kids, all these things with my family, my mother. But this it helped me with a lot of things that I was carrying, like extraordinary say that inner child and that financial help. Just get this part right here. The financial part is the easy part. The financial part is a tool. You just don't know the way to use the tool. We weren't taught how to use that tool. We weren't taught in school about these systems they have. It is a system that we are not aware of, and we weren't taught about it. So that's the easy part, because you can learn that. You can read the book. You can just study that. But the mother three, that's the battle right there. But thank y'all for listening. Hit the like button, share. Appreciate you. Hey, extraordinary, the greatness in you. I like the man. I think I wasn't gonna have nothing to give, but I try to give something, man. But you showed off. I appreciate you having me come on and talk about that, man. Appreciate
I listen to you.
it.
Man, look get out of here.
Yeah, I
Look,
appreciate it. Man. No, I'm just saying, man. You let me come
look,
on
hey,
one other thing.
I
Let me.
want look, I want to give a special, I mean a special shout out to Selena and Rodney.
Oh, that's our number one fan right there. Go ahead, Selena. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, yes,
We show
sir.
up all the time, man, and give much love to her. We appreciate
Much
you.
love to the both of them, man. They was in the chat room and they was really being very supportive.
Who that? Selena and who?
Selena and Ladiana.
Oh, no, that's not like
The,
that.
the, the Fletcher, the Fletcher
That's
family,
mistake.
folks.
Yeah,
Very
appreciate
supportive. But
you. Yeah.
look, friends,
Hey, but hold on, Sean. Now, y'all, now, just because y'all were there supporting, y'all better start listening right. Start doing some of those things now. Add to those things, using those things too. But we appreciate you here. But we want people not just to hit a like because you came. We want to help people too. We want to, if we anything you took to add value to your life and adopt them and use them. That's what we're here for, Sean. Go ahead.
right. Last word, friends. Please subscribe. Show
Yeah.
us some love. We're not asking for your credit card yet, but
Yet.
we are asking for you to show us some love by simply subscribing to World Premiere Word on the Streets. We'll see y'all next time, real soon.